Hi, welcome to Bar Math. Today I'm doing a series of videos on higher order polynomials. In this video, we're looking for all the zeros of the following function. Well, when you're looking for all the zeros, all the solutions of a polynomial, and it's something like this where it's a fourth degree polynomial, one of the ways of doing it is looking for the ratio of the factors of the constant term divided by the factors of the leading coefficient. All right, well, they're both 6. The factors of 6 are 1 and 6, 2 and 3. So if we were to divide these out, our options are, let's see, 1 divided by 1 is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 1/2. 1 divided by 3 is 1/3. And 1 divided by 6 is 1/6. Now I'm going to do 2 and do all the same things. 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1, so I don't have to write that down. 2 divided by 3 is 2/3, and 2 divided by 6 is 1/3 if we reduced it. All right, 3. 3 divided by 1 is 3. 3 divided by 2 is 3/2. 3 divided by 3 is 1. And 3 divided by 6 is 1/2. Now we do 6. 6 divided by 1 is 6. 6 divided by 2 is 3. 6 divided by 3 is 2. And 6 divided by 6 is 1. All right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18. 18 options. Ugh. This process can be really tedious. Honestly, in the world of things like Desmos.com, throwing this into Desmos and seeing where it crosses to get some of your zeros does not seem like the worst idea. But you are sometimes on a paper exam and don't have that option, and you just need to do some brute force work. So synthetic division, if you are asked to do it that way, which is sometimes what you have to do, sometimes you can just plug each of these in and just say like, well, what if it's 1? 6 minus 7 minus 36 plus 7 plus 6, that's not going to be 0 because that's the remainder theorem. So on something simple like 1, I might do that. -1, -37. 1 is not going to work. Absolutely. So +1 won't work. What about -1? 6 plus 7 is going to get me to 13. Minus 36 is going to get me to minus 23. I'm still, nope, plugging those in, those are not going to get me there. All right, so I've already knocked out the 1s. So now I'm going to get to 2. Well, I can't do 2 with mental math. So once I get to 2, I'm going to switch over to synthetic division. And if I had to do synthetic division, I might do that mental math quickly and just start with 2. Your teacher doesn't know if you've done mental math. 6, -7, -36, 7, 6. That -36 is a real killer for things like 1s. All right. So add down, multiply, add down, multiply, add down, 26. Oh, wow. Add down, multiply, add down, multiply, add down. So if we look at this, that is not 0. 2 does not work. So let's try -2. So -2 times 6 is -12. This is -19. When we multiply these together, we get positive 38, which adds down to a positive 2. This multiplies to a -4, which adds down to a positive 3, which multiplies to a -6, which gives us our first 0, which is absolutely lovely. So we have our first 0, which is a -2. So now I'm going to switch to 3. I know I'm skipping all the fractions. I would love to find integer zeros. They are just much simpler in my opinion. And also 2 times 3 is 6. So I feel like if we have a 2, we should also have a 3. That's just my belief in the way numbers work. So let's see what happens if we get a 3. So 6, negative 19 to 3. I get to use my new set of numbers, which I really like. This is equivalent to 6x cubed minus 19x squared plus 2x plus 3. Bring the 6 down, add down, multiply, add down, multiply, add down. Hey, there we go. All right, so now we have 2 zeros. We have our first one is x equals negative 2, and the second one is x equals 3. We also have a quadratic. 6x squared minus x minus 1 equals 0. I am absolutely not going to continue with synthetic division because once I get to an x squared, I am going to do all of those factoring rules that I know, and I am absolutely not going to continue with synthetic division. I'm going to do AC. Some of you might know the rules of 1 and just do 2 numbers that multiply and you can do it much faster. I'm going to just stick with 6 times negative 1 is negative 6, and 2 numbers that multiply to negative 6 and add up to negative 1. 1 and negative 6 do not work, but 2 and negative 3 do. If you followed my videos and know the fraction rule, divide these by negative 6, or divide these by 6, and you have your answer. It's beautiful. Otherwise, 6x squared plus 2x minus 3x minus 1 equals 0. Divide by 2x. Divide by negative 1. You need that negative, even though that's the only thing that comes out. 2x, 3x plus 1 minus 1, 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1. All right, 3x plus 1 is 0 when 3x is negative 1 or x is negative 1/3. 2x minus 1 is 0 when 2x is 1 or x is 1/2. So those are all those fractions we had. And our other two are negative 2 and 3. As a bit of a bonus or an extra credit, if we were to ask to make this original polynomial into a factored polynomial, we could do that. We could say h of x equals, I'm going to start with these two, 3x plus 1, 2x minus 1. This x minus 2 becomes x plus 2 when the 2 comes over. And the x equaling 3 becomes x minus 3 when the 3 comes over. So this is what the video is asking for. This is a bit of extra credit. All right, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.